Okay, so in this video we're going to have a look at a probability short question. So it's question 3 comes up in section A and it's worth 30 marks. So we see here we're told given that the probability of A equals 0.35, probability of B is 0.45 and the probability of A intersection B is 0.11. They want the probability of A union B. So the first thing I'll do is draw a quick Venn diagram. It's the easiest way to display our info. Just a rough sketch, nothing too precise. There's our two sets A and B. Now we just need to account for the intersection here. So if A is 0.35, if I subtract 0.11 from it, I get 0.24. So that sits out here. We've 0.11 in the middle, and they told me B was 0.45. We want to subtract that then from 0.45 and we'll get 0.34. Sits out here. So the probability of A union B will equal 0.24 plus 0.11 plus 0.34. And just into your calculator. 0.24 plus 0.11 plus 0.34 will give us back 0.69. And that's part 1 answered. Part 2 then, conditional probability. They want the probability of A given B. So I'll write out our formula. You need to memorize this. It's not in your log tables. So that's A intersection B all over the probability of B, whatever is given the second part. So this is, if it was a word problem, they'd have the word given, so it's conditional probability. Okay, so we need the probability of B. No harm just to write your separate parts out. So probability of A intersection B is 0.11 and the probability of B, which we had above, was 0.45. So we have 0.11 over 0.45. So that will give us 11 over 45. Or if you want to write it as a decimal, they don't specify how to give the answer. So the probability of A given B, we'll leave it as a fraction, it's probably a little bit neater that way, is 11 over 45. It's part 2 done. So B now, they tell us there's an event C, they give us the probability, B and C are independent. And find the probability of B intersection C. So the condition for independent events is if two events are independent, then the probability of the intersection will equal the probability of B multiplied by the probability of C. And again, we're just going to use the work that we had above. B was 0.45. They tell us C is 0.2. So then the probability, using our condition for independent events. Again, you need to memorize this. It's not in your log tables. And we multiply our two together. 0.45 by 0.2. So the probability of B intersection C. We have 0.45 by 0.2 will give me 0.09. There's our answer there. Then they tell us events A and C are mutually exclusive. Complete the Venn diagram and then illustrate A, B and C with the probabilities of each region. So kind of a little bit of work to do here. We'll use our information that we had above when we were just dealing with A and B. So we had 0.24, 0.11. What was our last one? 0.34. Okay, and then we've just figured out that, where are we, part 2, that the probability of B intersection C is equal to 0.09. So that'll sit here. They tell us the probability of C is equal to 0.2, so we need C only. So we subtract 0.09, we get 0.11. And then if they tell us A and C are exclusive events, then the area in here needs to stay empty, because if events are mutually exclusive, there'll be no overlap between them. So our last part then is just to figure out what our leftover is. So we'll have 1 minus everything else. Or else you can add them together and subtract your answer from 1, same difference. Minus 0.34, minus 0.09, minus 0.11. All into your calculator. So 1 minus 0.24 minus 0.11, 0.34 minus 0.09, and 0.11 again will give me, what did I miss there? Let me see. For B, it should be so as originally B was 0.45. I need to subtract my intersection with C from that. It'll be 0.45 minus 0.11 minus 0.09. So 0.45 minus 0.11 minus 0.09 will give me 0.25. So for B then here, so it'll be 1 minus 0.24 minus 0.25 minus 0.09 minus 0.11 will give me 0.2. Okay, so that's our Venn diagram filled in for 10 marks. And our last one is to find the probability of B union C complement. So the first thing we do is find the probability of B union C. And then we find the probability of B union C complement. So for that one, it'll be 1 minus the probability of B union C. So if we look here for B union C, it's going to be everything in B and everything in C. So we have here, and then also these two areas which are null sets. So you have 0.11 plus 0.25 plus 0.09 plus 0.11. Into your calculator. So 0.11 plus 0.25 plus 0.09 plus 0.11 will give us 0.56. And if we subtract that from 1 into your calculator, and you get 0.44. And that's my answer there. So the probability of B union C complement will give me 0.44. Okay, so that's that question answered. 30 marks in total for section A, short question on probability.